In politics, you're either on message or you are losing. Let's get to it. Welcome to On Message, a weekly look at where the battle lines are drawn and who is winning the war of words. This week, by the Playbook. Late in the afternoon of October 7th, Governor Spencer Cox and Lieutenant Governor Deidre Henderson tweeted a statement announcing they had responded to allegations of sexual misconduct against their 2020 campaign manager, Austin Cox. And because there are so darn many Coxes in this story, we'll just refer to him as Austin for the purpose of this video. In the statement, the governor and lieutenant governor outlined steps they had taken, including placing Austin on administrative leave and commissioning an independent investigation, which they say revealed sufficient evidence to terminate employment, an action that was ultimately unnecessary because Austin had already resigned. Original reports indicated that Austin did not return requests for comment, but comments from his attorneys were included within just a couple of hours in the main stories. They deny the allegations and add to the mix that the relationship in question was a long-term one, ended by their client. Now look, this isn't a forum to get into the details of the relationship or how it ended. We're here to look at the communication strategy and how it may all play out. First, let's take a look at the governor's team. They ran this one right out of the modern day playbook. They got out ahead of the story by releasing the news on their timetable before any media outlet had it. They established the narrative that positioned themselves as the good guys, and they outlined all the steps they had taken to become such. Presuming their story is accurate, and they're not leaving any important or salacious nuggets of information on the table, they've handled phase one about as well as they could have hoped. But this situation still has the potential to get messy. The biggest loose end is the former campaign manager himself. Publicly severing ties with a loyal soldier, even with alleged good reason, comes with some risk. If Austin has any dirt to dish, he now has little to no incentive to keep quiet to protect his former employer. The statement from Austin's attorneys sure indicates he has a side of the story to tell, but it stops short of saying what his next step will be. Already, the Salt Lake Tribune editorial board has outlined a number of questions they think still need to be answered. Essentially, what did the governor know and when did he know it? After all, he was supportive of Austin's campaign for state Republican Party vice chair back in April. Complicating the coverage of this story is the amorphous nature of a political campaign, which in essence ceases to exist on election day. The only holdover Cox campaign staffer was Austin, who isn't there anymore, meaning only the two office holders remain, the governor and the lieutenant governor. So when reporters want answers about the campaign's investigation into the matter, the governor's office and his state-funded communication team simply decline, citing the fact that they don't work for the campaign, which is true. But no one does, except the two office holders, and it isn't likely that that same state-funded comms team will be in any kind of rush to make sure that the governor or lieutenant governor are available to answer these types of questions. Reporters who get stonewalled will either give up on pursuing additional information or stick with it and bring it up as soon as they get the opportunity. The Cox team is betting on the former, making a statement, remaining mum, and waiting for the news cycle to just move on. It looks like it's worked so far, so they may be right. But if reporters stay interested or additional details come to light, this could still get interesting. That's it for this week. More On Message in the next issue of the Utah Political Underground. Make sure you visit our site and sign up for our weekly email update. You can find more On Message videos, in-depth Utah political stories and analysis, plus podcasts and more at utahpoliticalunderground.com.